A very good morning to all my students. Today we are back with our science class and we will be studying about feathers of birds. So students, you must have seen birds flying in the sky. You must have seen different kinds of birds in the zoo. So you must have seen, no, they are so colorful feathers that adds beauty to the birds. So today we will study about feathers. All birds have feathers. They have different colors of feathers which add beauty to it. You must have seen the feather of a peacock. You have seen it, no, it's so beautiful. So likewise, all different kinds of birds, they have different colors of feathers. Birds are the only animals that have feathers. It helps them to keep their body warm. It helps them to fly in the sky. It even helps them to hide from enemies. So we will study about different types of feathers. Clear? Now before we start to know about different types of feathers, we'll first understand whether feather and wings are same. No, students. Feathers are fluffy structures attached to wings. They are made up of keratins, whereas wings are modified forelimbs for flight made up of bones and muscles. So actually feathers are attached to wings and wings are made up of bones and muscles. So feathers and wings are different. Clear? So now we'll study about different types of feathers. So we'll come to the first type, that is flight feather. Can you see flight feather that I have drawn here? Now flight feather are long, flat. They are found on the wings and the tail. Okay, you will see this kind of flight feathers on the wings and towards the tail. Okay, you will see they are attached on the wings and on the tail. They help the birds to fly. Clear? That's why they are named as flight feathers. Now we'll come to the second feather, that is down feathers. These feathers are soft and fluffy. Okay, these are very soft and fluffy. They cover the bird's body and keep it warm. So the function of this down feather is they help to keep the body of the bird warm. Okay, and they are very soft and fluffy. Now we'll come to the third type of feather, that is body feather. Now these feathers form a layer on the down feathers. They cover the body of the bird and give it shape. So this feather gives shape to the bird. You can see, that is, these feathers are giving shape to the body of the feather. So there are mainly three types of feathers, that is flight feather, down feather and body feather, and they also have different functions also. Clear? So we have studied about the types of feathers. Now we'll study about wings movement. Okay, we'll study about wings movement. The strong chest muscles of birds help them to move their wings. Okay, so the strong chest muscles of the bird that help them to move their wings. While flying, a bird moves its wings upwards and downwards. Okay, can you see the upwards and downwards movement of the wings? The movement of the wings is of two types, upstroke and downstroke. Clear? When they are having upstroke, it is called upwards direction, and when they are having downstroke, that means downward direction. You must have seen, no? You must have noticed also. So now, what is upstroke? When wings move upwards and backwards. Okay, that means upwards meaning backwards. The wings movement, that is this movement is called upstroke. Then what is downstroke? When the wings move downwards, or you may say forward. This type of movement is called downstroke. So there are actually two movements, that is upstroke, that is upward movement, downstroke, that is forward movement. Clear? So some birds like peacock, hens fly only short distance. They cannot fly long distance. Whereas some birds like pigeons, parrot, they fly long distance. Some birds like sparrow, pigeons fly at low heights also. Some birds like eagles, kites fly high in the sky. You must have seen a tiny bird in the sky, up in the high. They are flying, but they are not tiny. Actually, they are flying up very high. The reason why they look very tiny. Okay, so there are different birds and they fly differently. Clear, students?
We will recall this lesson in Smart Class.
Here is a nest, everybody needs a house, and we humans aren't alone. Here is a nest, even birds need a place where they have a little space. Here is a nest, they may find a bit of straw or something else that they saw. Here is a nest, a bit of grass, a bit of string to build a nest fit for a king. The nest is the best to keep the birds warm. The nest is the best, keeps the birds away from harm. The nest is the best, so the birds can sleep at night. The nest is the best, it just seems right. The nest is the best, the nest is the best, the nest is the best, the nest is the best. Birds may use little pebbles or some stones. They shape their nest like cups, balloons and cones. Birds may use, they use some feathers, they use some sticks. Dried up mud becomes like bricks. The nest is the best to keep the birds warm. The nest is the best, keeps the birds away from harm. The nest is the best, so the birds can sleep at night. The nest is the best, it just seems right. The nest is the best, 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 the nest is the best.
Beautiful world of birds. Nests. Like us, birds also need a home to live in. The home of a bird is called a nest. Before building a nest, the bird pair decides where to build the nest. The next step is collecting materials and carrying them to the building site. The final step is construction. Birds build nests to lay and hatch eggs, protect their eggs and nestlings from enemies, protect themselves from harsh weather. Nests of birds. Sparrow. It makes its nests in houses, trees, or any other protected place. The materials it uses to make its nest are mainly grass, leaves, straw, and cotton. Tailor bird. It sews its nest with its beak. The materials it uses to make its nest are thread, wool, and vegetable fibers. Vulture. It makes its nest on high trees. The nest looks like a shallow cup. The materials it uses to make its nest include sticks and twigs. Woodpecker. It makes its nest in tree trunks. It uses its chisel-like beak to make a big hole in a tree trunk. This hole is used as a nest. Weaver bird. It uses grass and twigs to make its nest. The nest is strong and big. The entrance is at the lower end of the nest.